Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here is another video. This topic is going to be from a request that just came in, and it's going to be, why is it so hard to leave the narcissist? Very simple question, and here are reasons why it is difficult to leave the narcissist when you're in a relationship with them. We're going to jump right into it. Here we go. So the first thing is, when you're in the narcissistic abusive relationship, remember, the odds are good that you were love bombed and then you were devalued, discarded, and hoovered. If any or all of these things happened, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, but certainly at least 3 of those happened. And during this process, you became accustomed to the narcissist, meaning they gave you so much, and you expected, in the beginning it was a level playing field, and as time went on, they took, and you gave. And this is a form of manipulation, and you became accustomed to it. So I just want to get that set up right now. So now, why is it so difficult to leave the narcissist? Because maybe right now you're waiting for a Hoover. Maybe you are thinking to yourself, wow, it'd be great. I get to see them again. This would be fantastic. And I know a lot of people, they do want the Hoover. You shouldn't want the Hoover, but a lot of people do. It's not healthy. You want to go no contact and get rid of them. But here we go, guys. So the number one reason why it's difficult to end the narcissistic relationship and to leave the narcissist is because you want to believe that the good times will return back in the love bomb stage, or all the great times you had with the narcissist. You don't want to give up on those, and you want to believe that they're still possible, and that these times are going to return again, and you're going to have them, and it's going to be wonderful and a fantastic time again with you and the narcissist. So that's number one. Another one is, you think that the narcissist is going to change. Maybe they've told you, yes, of course, I'm going to change, I'm going to be better, I'm going to improve myself, I'm going to help, I'm going to be such a good person for you and be kind and considerate and all these things. When in fact, the narcissist will not change. They're incapable of change. Remember, they're just going to take from you, but you're hoping that they will change. So there's another reason. Another reason, the third one, will be they have isolated you and they're controlling you, and you've become dependent on them. Now let's be real. If you're watching this video, there's a great chance that is exactly what has happened or is happening to you right now. They've definitely controlled you. There's a great chance they've isolated you from your family and friends. And what they want is full control over you. And they want you to be dependent upon them. You see, remember, they need you for supply, and you give it to them whether you know it or not. But they love to and need to be in control. And when you want them or need to be with them and around them, it's kind of like you're drawn to them. And they literally just put a drug in you, and you can't get enough of it. Which leads me to the fourth one. You're so used to this, of being with the highs and the lows with the narcissist. It is like a drug. Many have equated it to being on heroin or some of these high-level drugs. I don't know what they are. But it literally is like a drug, and your body and your brain have become accustomed to it. Whether you know it or not, this is not a normal, healthy relationship where you can just end it and move on. You literally your whole system has changed. If you've been with the narcissist for any length of time, you're now in this deep situation that is unlike anything. And if you are watching this video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So you need to break free of that. But that's not easy to do, but you can and you will do it if you put your mind to it. The next one is, the narcissist always creates fear and anxiety for you. And they do this on purpose, and they do it in a calculated way. And you may say, well, how's that a reason not to be with the narcissist? Because when you're in fear and you have anxiety running through your veins, you need someone to be there and calm you down, or to be with you. And the narcissist is a perfect person. You see, they create and set up the environment. And then whenever they are around, if they're not on their phone or doing whatever they're doing, then you're like, okay, they're here. It's going to be okay. You're totally dependent on them, which is not healthy. Another one is, you don't believe that they are a narcissist. So your significant other, you're in denial, or you just don't think that they are a narcissist. You just think, no, they have a few flaws, and yeah, they take everything from me, and they suck me dry to the bone, but they're not a narcissist. Please, let's wake up here. If you're not feeling 100% all the time, and you're not feeling confident in being supported and loved and honored and respected, and the narcissist is doing all the normal things that we talk about on this channel, then face the music and be real to yourself. They are a narcissist. And you need to own up to that. The sooner you're honest with yourself and upfront, the faster you can break this vicious cycle of the narcissistic abusive cycle. Another one is you're trying to heal the narcissist. So you think that because you're an empath and you have such a kind heart and you're loving and everything, that you can heal them, you can fix them. You're the cure, you're the antidote. And you will change the narcissist and make them come to the good side, the empath side. That will never happen, you guys. And for many of you that have tried it, you know it. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. It will not happen. The narcissist will continue to take from you and take and take and take till there's nothing left. But you will stay in this relationship because you think you can heal the narcissist. It won't happen. You're blaming yourself, or you're shaming yourself that this is all your fault. And you don't want to leave the narcissist because you think it's your fault and you can somehow fix it and correct it. You see, your beautiful relationship in the beginning during the love bomb stage was great. And when they had their mask on full, you believed that they were a real human being, and just like you, were similar to you. When the mask fell off, then you started blaming yourself. Wow, this isn't the person I fell in love with. This isn't my significant other. This isn't the person. And you're blaming yourself, which is exactly what the narcissist wants you to do. Because the narcissist will never be accountable. They will never take ownership of their poor behavior or actions or all the manipulation that they do. And they want you to believe this is all your fault. I went through this part too. It's amazing to me. You're being gaslighted. We talk about that in this channel all the time. There's a huge possibility that this is happening to you, which means you're losing your sense of self as you're being gaslighted, and you're losing your confidence, and you're becoming more and more reliant upon the narcissist. And that makes it extremely difficult to break up and to move on, because again, they think that they want you to believe that you need them. How could you survive on your own? You can't even do basic things. You're being gaslighted. Remarkable. But this trick, I shouldn't say trick, this behavior it's some of the cruelest behavior I've ever experienced in my life, and I don't wish it on anybody. Cognitive dissonance. So you're saying to yourself, this is another reason you don't want to leave them, because you're saying, oh, they're bad, they're difficult, they're troublesome and all that. But in your mind, rather than just admitting that and saying, yes, wow, they really did treat me that way. Wow, they really did disappear for 3 days. Wow, they really don't talk to me. Wow, they really are stonewalling me and gaslighting me and all these things. But in your mind, you're making up excuses for them. No, it's okay. It's all right. You're changing reality in your mind to make the picture not real, but to make the picture acceptable to you. And that is another massive head game that they play. And when they do that, you and your reality becomes distorted again, because you're changing facts in your mind to accommodate the poor behavior and manipulation of the narcissist. So that's another reason, and you may not even know it, that you're doing that you can't leave the relationship. Right now, you probably have low self-worth and low self-esteem. And for you to leave the narcissistic relationship, you're thinking to yourself, how could I do that? How could I go out in the world and do things on my own again? How could I do this? I need the narcissist. They do everything for me. They supply me with everything. They're my life. They're not. They're not at all. And the sooner you realize that, the better you will be. They're not there to help you out. They're there to suck you dry and to take everything from you. But you having zero confidence, or not much confidence right now, you're afraid to make that leap and make that change and move on from the narcissist. The trauma bond. You've become completely dependent on them. Again, you are literally attached to them mentally, and you have no idea what you would do without the narcissist. Even though they belittle you, manipulate you, treat you poorly, and all of the negative things the narcissist does, you're in this thing called the trauma bond, which I do not wish upon anybody. I went through it. It is extremely, extremely difficult, extremely hard to get out of. But once you do and you see the light, everything clears up for you. You'll get out of that fog, that haze, that zombie-like trance that you're in, and you'll realize what has happened to you. But right now, if you're in it, you need to fight to get out of it. Maybe you have kids with the narcissist and you use that as an excuse. Oh, well, we have kids together and I don't want to ruin the relationship, or I want to stay together with the kids. During this, if this is what you're saying, if you're with a narcissist and you have kids, I'll tell you right now, the kids are being affected whether you know it or not. You're being destroyed whether you know it or not. And this will never stop until you end the relationship with the narcissist. Please don't use kids as an excuse. That is not proper. And the sooner you get them away from the narcissist, the better off they will be, and you, and the brighter future the kids will have. Another one is you need answers. So maybe you're thinking of ending the relationship and you're close, or you want to, or you didn't quite get there, but it's on your mind. But you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I just need to sit down and talk with them and get some answers, get some closure, and find out why they're doing this to me, or why they are the way they are. But guys, you will never get closure from a narcissist. Take it from me. When they discard you, or when you leave them, however it is, when the relationship ends, not only are they gone and they won't be accountable, but believe me, it's like a big nightmare that just ended. And you will find yourself thinking, was that real? And honestly, guys, I just wrote a whole bunch in my journal about this morning, personally. But you'll be thinking to yourself, was that real? Was that a real relationship? Did I actually do all those things? It's amazing when you pop out of that fog and you say to yourself, oh my God. But you need to understand that the narcissist will never give you closure. It will not happen. And you're probably saying, Andrew, what are you talking about? Why won't they give me closure? I'll tell you why. Because to them, everything was fine. All the behavior they did was completely acceptable in their brain. They don't think the way you think. There's no reason to apologize. The narcissist doesn't apologize, and if they do so, they don't mean it. They are not an empath. They do not have a heart like you do. They do not think the way you think. Why would they think anything's wrong? There's going to be no closure. Zero. You will never get closure. I am telling you right now. So that's another reason. You may be saying, no, I want to stick around because I want closure. No, you won't get it. These are some of the reasons why it's so difficult to leave a narcissistic relationship. Each and every one of them I've experienced in different levels. Every one of them in different levels in my situation. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know how hard it is to swallow this pill, and for me to be telling you that you need to take action and you need to make the decisions yourself. Believe me, I get it. It's so easy for me to sit here and tell you that when in fact I'm not in your shoes. Well, you know what? Last October I was in your shoes. And when I realized what was happening to me, that's when things changed. And it was a very difficult time period for me up until this very moment when I'm doing this video. But I did it. And I survived, and I'm thriving now. And now I'm educating all of you guys. You guys can do it too. Just have the confidence, be strong, and take stock in yourself. Understand that you are worth so much more than what you're being portrayed right now, or how the narcissist is treating you right now. There's a whole world out there, guys. You can end the narcissistic abusive cycle right now. You can become a better version of you. So this is the reason why it's so difficult. These are many reasons why it's difficult to leave the narcissist. I do understand what you're going through, but the sooner you understand this, play this video a couple times. More things will resonate with you. And I just tell you the truth. I'm telling you right now, I know it's not easy, but you can do it. You just need to put your mind to it and say to yourself that you want a better life. That's it, guys. I love you all. Thank you very much for being here. God bless you. I hope that this video finds you well. And if you guys need anything, you can DM me or email like you've been doing. I'm available to help you guys out, share my insight with you. I love you all. God bless you. And I will talk to you next time. You are not alone.